Hi, everybody. Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes on this Thursday afternoon, the 27th of July, and it's 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the time I'm recording this because the weather will be changing as we go through the rest of the afternoon. And you'll notice on the northeast satellite view with the lightning strikes in the green and yellow and some reds starting to show up across northeastern Pennsylvania and through upstate New York. Looks like the area is generally sliding south of due east. So the key for the rest of this afternoon is to see what happens on the western edge of this line and how it expands. The Storm Prediction Center does have a severe thunderstorm watch up at the moment, covering areas from southern Maine across southern New Hampshire and Vermont, all of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, including the coastal waters, and also seeing severe thunderstorm watches in the Hudson Valley. All the way up to just north of I-90, and in the Catskills, we are seeing severe thunderstorm watches down also into northeastern Pennsylvania in the Poconos. SBC indicated that they may put up another watch for areas further south, but I think that's going to be dependent on how these thunderstorms behave on the radar this afternoon. At least for now, other than a couple of very small pop-ups that are showing up in eastern Pennsylvania and in parts of New Jersey, there's really not a whole lot happening. It's all happening mostly to the north in northeast PA. But you see also the western part of this line is extending itself to some degree. So if that winds up holding together, we could see that area move southeastward and clip northern New Jersey, New York City, and Long Island during the evening hours. So it's really all about watching the radars and going from there. The Storm Prediction Center also indicates, by the way, that we do have a marginal to slight, a slight to enhanced risk of severe weather for areas up in Minnesota and Wisconsin. There is elevated tornado risk, by the way, in New England. A 5% area is being indicated for northeastern Connecticut and up into Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and into southern Maine. The 2% goes all the way down to just about to New York City, into the northeastern corner of New Jersey, and also covers the Hudson Valley east of the Hudson. 2% tornado risk up into parts of central Minnesota and on up into northwestern Wisconsin. Now, we don't have severe weather issues tomorrow. Other than a small area of marginal risk in northern Maine, it's general thunderstorms that are being forecast for tomorrow, pop-up types, and one or two scattered storms. There is risk from western New York and western Pennsylvania westward across the Great Lakes and lower Ohio Valley back into the north central plains. And this also comes with an area of 2% tornado risk. The next day that I think we'll see some risk is on Saturday with a stronger cold front coming through, and this showing a marginal risk at the moment anyway for areas in southern and southeastern New England, the Hudson Valley, parts of southern New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, down into Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and then westward across the Ohio Valley. I wouldn't be shocked if we wind up seeing a slight risk getting put in there by the time we reach that particular time frame. And as far as rainfall is concerned, again, it's always convective this time of year for the most part. So when you see rainfall amounts showing up anywhere from a quarter of an inch to as much as 3/4 of an inch in the northeast and northern mid-Atlantic states, and also back through parts of the Ohio Valley, you could take the amounts and double them. There is a patch of inch and a half plus in West Virginia and into southwestern Pennsylvania. Also, some downpours and thunderstorms will produce anywhere from just making the ground a bit wet to as much as 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half in parts of Colorado and Wyoming over the next 7 days. And Florida also will see its share of convective activity with rain amounts as much as 2.5 inches in southwestern parts of the state. I've got the latest HRRR run, and you'll see how most of the storms are from the north, really not doing a whole lot with systems with the thunderstorm development in areas south to the south. It seems as if the northern part of this line wants to be stronger, at least according to this particular model. And after we get through the evening hours, the risk for thunderstorms should diminish. And we have the GFS. Now, the GFS on its radar view actually does develop some thunderstorms over New Jersey, down into northern Delaware, and back over to the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area. So if SPC puts up a watch, we'll try to let you know about it later today with the post, either here on YouTube or on my subscription website. So going forward, no real changes with the hot weather today, with highs in the low to mid 90s. Tomorrow still stands to be the hottest of this current very warm stretch of weather, if you want to call it that. Tomorrow, west winds and sunshine should take highs to the middle and even a few upper 90s. Notice not a whole lot in the way of thunderstorms developing. But then on Saturday, with this cold front coming through, I think we stand a better chance of seeing some showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon and evening. And then on Sunday, we begin the step down in humidity and in temperatures as well. We still have a couple of systems that we're probably going to have to work through that may produce some clouds, and you see it produces some showers and thunderstorms in parts of upstate New York, scattered stuff. But we're going to be seeing a nice dry Canadian air mass building into the northeast. And actually, the coolest part of this air mass comes down for Tuesday night into Wednesday. So we're going to see a gradual decrease in humidity. We're going to see temperatures, for example, Saturday will be the last day of highs reaching up above 90. We'll probably be in the low to mid 80s on Sunday, and perhaps lower 80s on Monday, and upper 70s to low 80s for Tuesday into Wednesday. So it's a nice stretch of weather that we have ahead of us. The one other thing I just want to point out, the models have been kind of keying on a rather strong disturbance moving southeast from Canada late next week. And they keep showing what looks like a vigorous area of showers and storms and maybe some heavy rains later Thursday night into Friday of next week. So going to keep an eye on this to see how the models handle it going forward. But it's been showing this now for a bunch of days and seems to get more dynamic with each day that passes. So that might be something that we'll need to pay attention to in the longer term. Okay, that's it. We'll see what happens with the severe weather later today. There's no Joe and Joe weather show tonight. We'll be back on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.